Usain Bolt, the world's fastest man, had always been a symbol of speed, precision, and greatness. After retiring from the track in 2017, he turned his focus to other ventures, such as soccer and music, securing his financial future. But little did he know he was in for the shock of the life. Many would call it the biggest betrayal and the worst mistake of his life. For over a decade, he entrusted a portion of his retirement savings into a financial firm in Jamaica, known as Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, a reputable investment firm in Kingston, Jamaica. But you see, this was not your regular company. This financial company was one of the biggest financial firms in the island, one in which Usain Bolt entrusted his earnings. SSL, founded in 1973, had a history of managing investments for high-profile clients. The firm was led by founder Hugh Croskery and chairman Jeffrey Cobham. However, beneath its polished exterior, a sinister plot was unfolding.
Sprint legend Usain Bolt is among the victims of the fraud at SSL. Our assistant group head of sports, Keon Arena, has been tracking down that development and now joins us live.
In January 2023, Bolt's manager, Nugent Walker, noticed discrepancies in the account statements. A routine check revealed that the account, once boasting $12.8 million, had plummeted to a mere $12,000. But who was behind this cruel act? According to reports, there was no one to hold accountable for all this money going missing.
My information is Usain Bolt and his team actually found out about this fraud yesterday, and they brought it to the attention of the SSL, after which they brought in the fraud squad. My information, though, is that the company had been investigating this matter since about August of last year. Not the matter of Usain Bolt, but the matter of the fraud taking place in their organization. I can tell you that Usain and his team, to say that he's rocked is an understatement. Very disappointed that he's using legal means in the financial system and has been defrauded. So we wait and see what will happen in the coming days.
Until a few days into the investigation, a scapegoat emerged. This scapegoat was no other than Usain Bolt's own wealth advisor, Jean-Anne Panton. Jean-Anne Panton, a trusted client relationship manager at SSL, had been siphoning funds from clients' accounts over several years. Her methods were sophisticated. She created false statements, manipulated records, and diverted funds to cover her tracks. Bolt was among the most significant victims, losing nearly $12.7 million. But how did this one person manage to steal all this money and go unnoticed for so long? And how did Usain Bolt's wealth advisor steal $12 million and get away with it, without no other person in this company having a clue this was going on? In this video, we're going to break it all down and uncover the untold story of the Usain Bolt SSL fraud case.
Hello, I'm Jovan Johnson. Sprint legend Usain Bolt has given fraud hit Stocks and Securities Limited SSL 10 days to pay over approximately $2 billion he said was in his account in October 2022. In a demand letter issued January 16, the sports star said when the fraud was discovered last week, his account balance was $1.8 million. Meanwhile, it's emerged that the Financial Services Commission (FSC) threatened to suspend SSL's licenses to operate in February 2017 after accusing the company of engaging in a culture of non-compliance and mismanagement of client funds. A leaked 2017 report has revealed that the regulator gave the company time to fix a series of problems, but it's not clear whether those concerns were ever satisfied.
I think through the years of competing, that helped me to understand and just focus on what's the matter. I leave the matter in my lawyer's hand, you understand? I'm just trying to focus on my family and try not to think too much about it because it's a stressful situation.
Many Jamaicans believe that Jean-Anne Panton was just a small part of a larger puzzle. A puzzle that stretches farther and falls deeper than it appears on the surface. Now, previous reports indicated that the now former employee, Jean-Anne Panton, had been implicated in the fraudulent activities, which reportedly spanned over a decade. The Financial Services Commission in Jamaica, FSC, took immediate action by placing SSL under enhanced oversight and appointing a special auditor to investigate the matter. As investigations progressed, the scope of the fraud expanded. The Financial Investigations Division, FID, revealed that approximately 70 accounts were affected, with the misappropriated funds exceeding $10 million US, $1.5 billion Jamaican dollars. This discovery highlighted an entrenched culture of mismanagement at SSL, dating back well over a decade. And no, these figures do not include the $12 million stolen from Bolt's account. And it was later realized that Jean-Anne Panton did this to 39 other clients she had. But not all of them are wealthy enough to take the battle to court. Now keep in mind that it is now over 2 years since this massive heist took place, and with a few months of Bolt's money going missing, a police statement from the accused has been leaked to the public. And in this statement, the accused outlines the ways that she stole from 39 of her clients. You see, signing up for an investment account, you sign over a level of authority to the broker over your account. If you have anybody's name on your account other than your own name, just be aware that makes them a co-owner. So if you want to give them no control, you would have to make trades on your own. And of course, this requires some level of knowledge of the market of when to buy and when to sell in your best interest. Now, as I just explained, when you sign up for an investment account, you sign over a level of authority to the broker over your account. You can either give them full control, partial control, or no control at all. So many Jamaicans are assuming the only way for this to have been happening to so many other people is that these people gave her full control over their accounts. So let's break down the leaked report. As stated in the reports, many of Jean-Anne Panton's clients signed over their accounts in the broker's name, which, if you don't know what you're doing, could be very dangerous. So because Jean-Anne Panton had full control of her clients' accounts, she just made transactions on their behalf and withdrew money without their consent. And not only that, in several instances, when clients legitimately asked for funds from their accounts, she added on an extra amount and pocketed the difference for herself. In response to the scandal, SSL's management distanced itself from the fraudulent activities, attributing the misconduct to a dishonest employee. They also noted that many affected clients had not utilized SSL's online system to monitor their portfolios, relying instead on statements generated by the former employee. Bolt's legal team, led by attorney Linton Gordon, wasted no time. They demanded the immediate return of the stolen funds, threatening civil and criminal action if SSL failed to act within 10 days. And surely they did not pay. The case garnered international attention, casting a shadow over Jamaica's financial sector. SSL, under pressure, appointed a trustee to manage the company's affairs. They denied any attempt to wind up the company, stating that the trustee's role was to ensure compliance with enhanced governance protocols. However, the firm's credibility was severely tarnished. The scandal sent shockwaves through Jamaica. Citizens were outraged that a man many of them proclaims as a national hero had been defrauded. Musicians and other celebrities called on the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, and Minister of Finance to address the matter, emphasizing the need to protect national treasures like Bolt. Fast forward to today, Usain Bolt has for the first time spoken on the matter in depth, sitting down with a local Jamaican YouTube podcast known as The Fix. The Fix is considered one of, if not the biggest and most trendy Jamaican YouTube podcasts. And Bolt in this interview held nothing back.
We've heard how much you talk about, pride for country and how much you give back to the country. Oh, this SSL saga right now that's going on for about 2 years? Yeah. 3 years now. Two. How much does it hurt you, this whole saga, knowing how much you've given to this country?
Brother, it tough. It's tough for no one say that, and then this I go on this long. Mm-hmm. This kind of make me look on who I am and what me the things which probably there on the food chain in Jamaica. Like, if this happened to me and it's going to be 2 years and I can't say back a dime. Because I remember some old people say, oh, you still at Jamaica, why you still at there? I say, nah man, I love my country, my country love me and the people, man, government, everybody, you feel like we're on the same page, you see me? So when that happened, it licked me for 6, me never forget. It licked my hard, brother, and then show over time how it has progressed and what I expect me not get, or me think me don't see and help me and get from certain people, and you know see me as a judge. There's been conversations, you understand, but nothing has materialized out of the conversation.
You feel like them are doing enough to try to solve things?
Nah, brother. If personally, if they were doing enough, it will reach a certain level already. It's been 2 years and we can't say
you see that somebody is being held responsible. Do you think that is the right person being held responsible?
So I tell
Or
you,
the
say,
only
all this money missing and one person know about it. One somebody can move around and nobody else don't know about it. In a big institution where it's supposed to be really regulated, right?
As the investigation progressed, questions arose about the depth of the conspiracy. Panton was charged with multiple counts, including forgery and larceny as a servant. However, many believed she was a pawn in a larger scheme. However, Usain Bolt's attorney, Linton Gordon, remarked, "We don't know who took the money," emphasizing that even he believes that Panton was just a fall girl to a bigger, darker story. Bolt, once a symbol of speed, now found himself in a race against time to reclaim his stolen future. He demanded action from the government, stating, "Something has to happen. Some fixing has to go on." As of this very moment, the case remains unresolved. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions has yet to issue charges beyond those already filed. The missing funds have not been recovered, and the victims continue to seek justice. The Usain Bolt SSL fraud case serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities within financial systems. It underscores the need for vigilance, transparency, and accountability to protect the trust of clients and the integrity of institutions. As the investigation continues, the world watches, hoping for justice and the restoration of faith in Jamaica's financial sector. So who really spearheaded one of the biggest fraud heists in Jamaican history? Well, as the Jamaicans like to say, only God and time will tell.